Kuhunoa mai kako, a kamamaita curtain call, a weekly program of reviews, previews, interviews, and features of and or with the great art and artists on Maui and beyond. I'm Paul James Brown. Alexandra Academy of Performing Arts presented the Hawaii premiere of La Bayadere, the Temple Dancer, as its spring offering this past weekend at the A'alihi Kuhunoa Creative Arts Center in Seabury Hall and Makawao. Originally choreographed by Marius Petapa in the 19th century with music by Ludwig Minkus, since then it has had many revisions. Most modern versions use the Vladimir Ponomarev and Vakhtang Chabukitiani adaptation for the Kirov-Mariinsky Ballet from 1941. Although well known in Russia, this ballet didn't have its U.S. premiere until 1980 at the Metropolitan Opera, the summer home of the American Ballet Theater, with the great prima ballerina Natalia Makarova. Rudolf Nuriev's last production as artistic director of the Paris Opera Ballet in 1991 was La Bayadere. He received France's highest cultural award, the Ordre des Arts et Lettres, and 3 months after it opened, Nuriev passed away. The Academy's artistic director, Absalon Figueroa, with assistance from Amelia Nelson and Hallie Hunt, had to rework the libretto and choreography due to the lack of male dancers. The original ballet has 4 principal males. This only has 1. I saw the company that performed on Sunday. Nikia Genevieve Kermode and Solar Eric Osterkill seal their love. There is a sacred ceremony that features the fire and flames come to life. The high priestess, Macy Medaus, tells Nikia she will be her heir. This position will make it impossible for her to consummate her love for Solar. She refuses, and the high priestess is offended. Later, she observes Solar and Nikia pledging their love at the sacred flame, and consumed by jealousy, vows revenge. Act 2 is a lavish celebration. The queen, Ella Craft, declares her daughter, Hamzadi, Adele Fabio, is engaged to Solar. Solar is in no place to disagree with the queen. Nikia is invited to dance, unaware she is performing for her lover and his fiancée, and, in effect, blessing their union. The high priestess reveals Nikia's love for Solar, and the queen and Hamzadi want revenge. Hamzadi and Nikia have a spectacular confrontation. Nikia has a knife but cannot use it, and she flees. Hamzadi, rather than being grateful for the mercy shown her, vows to kill Nikia. After intermission, there is a grand celebration. Here we see the little ones as hummingbirds dancing for the queen's attendants, and the exotic birds entertaining the queen and the happy couple. Then Nikia does a mournful dance. A servant offers her a basket of flowers. Unknown to her, there is a snake hiding in the basket, and when she holds the basket close to her, she is fatally poisoned. The high priestess comes and tells her if she renounces her love for Solar, she will live. True love is stronger than anything, and Nikia chooses death rather than be untrue to her love. Act 3 is the Kingdom of the Shades, as spirits are known. In the original, Solar arrived there by smoking opium, but since this is a family show, he fell into a grief-stricken trance. The ghostly shades greet him. Among them is Nikia, who forgives him, and the two lovers are reunited for eternity. At the conclusion of the show, I was exhausted and elated. The principals did so many breathtaking dances. The choreography was such a challenge, and every dancer not only rose to it, but surpassed the challenge. The skill and stamina and strength of these dancers are a testament to the outstanding technique taught and practiced by Alexandra Academy. Watching them, the principals as well as the corps and the highlighted trios and quartets successfully perform complex and strenuous point work, and knowing that they were going to be doing it again in that same day caused one not to only marvel, but to be awe-inspired. I found myself time and again expressing my astonishment and delight at what was unfolding before me out loud. I couldn't help myself. The beauty of the work, coupled with the complexity of the choreography, caused a general outburst of disbelief and ecstasy. There were so many outstanding moments, it is impossible to cite them all. The legendary Kingdom of the Shades lived up to its reputation. Ballets are known for having grand pas de deux at the conclusion of the final act, but this act featured 3 pas de deux, each one grander, with outstanding solos by both Mr. Osterkill and Ms. Kermode. Mr. Osterkill is an exceptionally athletic dancer, which he displayed every time he was on stage. He leaps with the grace of an antelope, lifts with the strength and style of a superhero, and is able to spin with the speed and precision of a power drill. Whether partnering with Ms. Fabio or Ms. Kermode, he was sure and solid. Ms. Kermode is a stunning performer. She can be soft, supple, and sensual, as she demonstrated in the somber, mournful solo at the engagement party, and she can be a prima ballerina, as she displayed in her astounding work in the final act. Both partnering and her solos displayed the depth of her training and her virtuosity. As Hamzati, Ms. Fabio's struggle with Ms. Kermode in the first act was heart-stopping. We seldom see this kind of physical confrontation between two dancers. Her pas de deux with Mr. Osterkill in the wedding scene was done with the joy the moment demanded. The role of the High Priestess is one that was created for this company. This character was originally the High Brahmin and a male. Ms. Madaus gave us a powerful, officious, and determined High Priestess who is bent on having things her way. Ms. Madao danced elegantly throughout. Most of her work were solos. The Queen, Ms. Kraft, had a spectacular solo in Scene 2 with the ankle scarf dancers. The corps de ballet of the company is a solid group that appeared as the Bayaderes in the first act and returned as the Shades in the third act. Their entrance-hopping arabesques were spectacular. Speaking of spectacular, the costumes by Jennifer Oberg, with assistance from Yasmin Lindskog and Ms. Oberg's amazing sewing hui, raised this production's level. The sparkle quotient is somewhere between light years and astronomical. The only thing I can compare it to was the first time I saw the night sky in the summer of 1992 on Haleakala. Every costume for every dancer was custom made for them. What non-professional performing companies can say they have a Hollywood atelier as their costume director? Well, Alexander Academy of Performing Arts can. Here is a cavalcade of some of the remarkable, breathtaking, character-defining outfits these dancers were blessed with. Breathtaking, wouldn't you say? Every year, the Alexander Academy ups their game. Mr. Figueroa, Ms. Nelson, and Ms. Hunt consistently present top-quality productions with professional-level production values in dancing. Ballet is about point work, and there is no other company here that practices that better than the Alexander Academy of Performing Arts. Kudos to their executive director, Danelle Watson-Keenan, for preserving what Ms. Cynthia began and bringing it to the highest level possible. On this remote place on the planet, this 769 square mile rock in the middle of the Pacific, to have this quality of art available to us is as good as it gets. Keep your eyes out for everything they do. And if you have a ballerina, or better yet, a boy ballet dancer in your home, sign them up for the best training they can get. Go to alexanderacademy.info to sign up. Well, that's Curtain Call for this week. Mahalo nui loa for joining me. I'm Paul James Brown. Maui strong. Ahui ho.